His name is, you know him from our little Friday Facebook show we do called Shred in the Shower, but he's animal trainer, cook, stuntman, every man. Ted Shred, come to the mic.
Hey, man, what's happening?
It's good to have you here, buddy.
Hey, it's great to be here. I'm learning a lot here. I love the ladies here. They're great information. I do have a question, Aisha. What about pizza? It's like a meal with everything on it. You've got vegetables, you can put pineapple for fruit, you got meat and cheese, dairy products, bread. It's a meal in one.
Let's just call it a gut. That's a gut.
God, I love
That
pizza
gut.
and beer.
That's what causes the guts.
Yep, I know. I'm sorry. I had to ask.
I
People
like
were
that
asking
question,
about
though.
that. They were coming up on here. I was going on my Facebook Live, and they're all asking, what about pizza? What about
Invisible pizza.
and the lamb, honestly, that is one of the best things. And you know why? People that want to have red meat, beef has got so much hormones and stuff because it's mass produced. Not a lot of people want lamb or goat, so it's not mass produced like the beef is. And chicken is toxic because all that stuff in too. And know something though, because I work with animals. Do not give your dogs or your cats the turkey skin. The skin of a turkey is toxic to animals.
Really?
A lot of people don't realize that, even though they eat them in the wild. And the other thing is people always want to give bones to their animals and stuff. Raw bones are fine because in the wild they would eat raw animals and they can digest and break up those bones. But any bone that's cooked, it will splinter. Not just chicken, beef bones, pork bones, lamb bones. Yeah, they will splinter. Once you cook them, they dry out and they all splinter. So it's not good. So that's a nice thing to know. But I love what I learned about the teas. I'm a big tea fan. I do support that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute, Ted Shred.
Yes.
You don't eat, you eat meat, you eat animals. You're an animal trainer. What are you training them to for a four-course meal?
Animals eat animals. It's a part of the food chain. That's what gets the food chain. It's got to
you raise them and then you train them and then you train them.
I don't eat them.
Can you train them to jump into the oven?
You can train almost anything, but you can't teach them to jump in the oven or the fire. They fear fire and heat, so they're gonna avoid that.
Now listen, Dr. J.
Now, how'd you get involved in this? You don't just train. What do you train animals for? Tell the people that.
Well, I work in the film industry, and as like you and I know, we've known each other for many years. I was involved in entertainment with radio and TV and film. We worked on your film together, and we've done a lot of things together and stuff in this entertainment industry. But my father had a background. He started off training animals for the film industry back in the 1940s, late 1940s, early 50s. He came to Hollywood, and one of the first shows he worked on was a remake called Ben-Hur with Charlton Heston.
Absolutely.
And a lot of horses died making that movie.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of people don't realize a lot of the films back in the 40s, or even from the 50s back, they didn't have people watching over the safety of animals, and time is money to production. So they used to believe the old way of training was, let's starve an animal and make it work for treats, have it jump through hoops and stuff like that. Well, it goes back to nutrition, like we were just talking earlier. If you're hungry at work, you're less productive, you're cranky, you're going to snap at somebody, you're going to be really off balance.
Yes, I am. So
when you work with animals and you starve an animal and try to work it for treats and stuff, something's going to happen. Something's going to snap and it ain't going to be good. So my father looked at it. Okay, animals need to eat, keep them fed, but find one thing they really enjoy and like, and that is only for training and conditioning. And that would be the treat only for that. They could connect to that. So that's the same thing, with like my favorite treat is, if you want me to work, money. So
Me too.
That's it. So strictly business. If you want me to work, provide money, and the more you do, the more I'll work.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
With a couple Benjamins in it.
Well, he done brought some friends with him.
You brought some friends with you.
Yes, I did. Training animal stuff. I got in the film industry because of my father. My father started the ethical treatment of film animals. So I work in the film industry, TV, commercials, photos, all kinds of stuff with all kinds of animals. And we brought some in here. I'm going to grab.
Jesus,
One
take
guy
the wheel,
here.
Father. Thank you,
Oh,
Jesus.
stop it, Wendy.
Oh,
Okay.
take the wheel, Jesus.
We're covered. You got your medical paid up. Got your affairs in order.
Lord.
What I'm bringing out is the first one. It's a tarantula. It's a Mexican red rump tarantula. And these guys come from Mexico and Central America. Everything. Ah! No, I'm kidding. They get me. Let me get them out here.
Oh my goodness.
This reminds me of the Brady Bunch episode in Hawaii where Peter Brady woke up with the spider on him because he wore the thing with the bad luck, and Vincent Price was in the show and all that.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at that.
The itsy bitty spider crawled up the waterfall. Oh, he dropped
There
it.
we go. No, I didn't. He's on me here. We'll just let him crawl on me. There we go.
Stand up so
So-
we can see, the camera can see.
Okay, he's trying to hide right now. I mean, let me get him up here because
Camera shy?
Yeah,
Come on.
come on, everybody.
Oh, Jesus. Take
Now you
over
can
here.
train a spider. Are you training the spider?
You can train spiders. You can train. The only thing you can't train.
Okay.
The only thing you
See that,
can't
Henry?
train.
Hank, you got that? Hank's corner camera and
He's going in
photography.
there.
Oh, God.
The only thing I found you can't train. I mean, this is really truth. If there's a shoe sale at Macy's, women will still take that charge card and run with it. It
I
happens.
need those red bottoms.
It happens. But so this is my tarantula. It's called a Mexican red rump. He's got a kind of a rusty red look on it, like that. He's like that.
And what does he eat?
He eats everything from crickets to small roaches. He'll eat small mice. Anything that he feels he can take on, he will challenge and he'll bite them. He's got venom.
What about USC students?
You know what?
It depends
I
on
will
how big they are.
fight you and kill you on spot.
But they what they do is anything they feel they can challenge, they will take on and they will inject them with venom.
Okay.
They'll be paralyzed and then they'll go ahead and their venom will start breaking down their tissue and stuff, and they just suck it out kind of like a smoothie.
Now, this is not a dangerous animal. If you get bitten by a tarantula like this, you're not going to go out like Newman in Jurassic Park, are you?
I'll drop in a blob and be foaming at the mouth and flopping around the floor here. No, it doesn't happen. I'm gonna try to put him in here because he's gonna crawl behind my back and I'll be able to get him. Let me see if I can get him.
Just
Okay.
do what you gotta do, baby. Just go.
Okay, what's his name?
Oh, this is Rufus.
Rufus.
Yeah.
He's going up.
Rufus the
I know he's
spider.
gonna go
Yeah,
up.
and he's got Shaka Khan at home.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah, Rufus.
That's his
Shaka
mate.
Oh, let him go in.
Wendy, will you help Ted Shred put
Oh,
the
yeah.
spider back in there?
He's going in his hair.
He's going in your hair.
Khan. It's okay. He can hang out with
Wendy,
me.
will you help the man? He's over there.
Look at her feet.
The people watching at home, like he's on my shoulder there.
Okay.
Oh my God, she has arachnophobia.
Wendy, will you please help get us
That's
Rufus get
That's okay.
off of there?
Hey, you know what? If we do the wave, he might come over to you if you grab my hand right here.
Yeah. You want me to help you out? Will he come over?
No, it's okay. He can hang there.
Okay.
But I was going to go ahead and I was going to bring out a friend that. Wendy
that's
was
the one
You got another friend?
Yeah, we got another friend here.
Okay, let me stand back for this one.
Okay,
because I
you know what? I'm
this
going to
is.
stand up. I
Not
just
like
I don't want
spiders,
Rufus to
but
drop off. He can
like
hang on my
snakes.
shoulder. I'm going to bring this
Spiders.
mic up here, and you guys can see me up here.
Oh,
I'll
God.
tilt this up here. where
I
you
have
guys
no
can watch.
problem with spiders, but the next one he's going to bring out, I may freak out a little bit.
Oh, that's what's mine. That's
Okay.
what my snake
She's
is
a little
coming.
strange. How it's spiders she's scared of, but snakes.
You're watching the Strictly Business Show with Dr.
I
J
was up on
on
the.
YouTube
I
Live.
was up on it.
Go to my website
I
and
was
my
up on it, Jesus.
Instagram, Strictly Dr. J, and I'm gonna freak out.
Oh,
my
no.
baby.
See,
That's my
yeah, I
baby.
can't.
Okay.
That's
You know,
my baby.
I'm going to probably take off the headphones here so he doesn't get tangled
Yeah,
up.
take
in
off the
this.
headphones so he
So
doesn't
you
get
can
tangled.
hold him with the spider on you.
Yeah,
And,
I will.
With animal trainer Ted Shred. Oh, what am I reaching over there for to grab you? It's out of my mind.
He has a snake.
You got to do both.
I don't do
Do
I
both.
don't do snakes.
Do
Now,
both.
Wendy likes snakes, so
Yes,
I wonder why.
I married my husband for a reason. Praise the Lord.
Okay. And Wendy, I'm gonna
Ted,
let
that's
you
a
hold it.
long snake. How long is that snake?
Well, it's not the size of snake; it's the quality. Come on.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Here you go, Wendy. You can hold that one.
Wendy.
Oh my God.
There you
Kidding
go.
me?
That's 14 feet length there on that one.
Wendy
And that's
is
an albino
holding a snake.
Burmese python. And this albino Burmese python has been in a lot of commercials. It's been in music videos and stuff. And
A Katy Perry video?
actually, this one was at a Katy Perry party.
Oh,
She had a birthday party at the Magic Castle one year, and this was a snake that was featured there. And
there's a lot of snakes at her party, I hear.
and this snake, its name is Eve Snake Laurent.
Eve, snake around.
Yeah.
Eve,
Eve
as in
snake-
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, but we figured Adam and Eve and the snake, and it's a female, so we call it Eve Snake Laurent. It is a designer snake. It is bred to be albino yellow like this, and it's a Burmese python. They can be one of the largest snakes in the world if you let them grow. They're the third largest in the world.
Uh-huh.
This snake can get up to about like 20 some odd feet, 18, 20 some odd feet, and weigh over 200 pounds. I got her head over here. I got her head like that. So Wendy's holding her there.
So you're afraid of spiders, but
I
you
know.
will let this snake slither all over you,
Oh my.
She's squeezing me, but it's okay. It's calm down. I got you, baby.
squeezing you, your arm, like in cutting off blood supply. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my fans are watching here. We got the snake here.
Herself slipping.
Well, this is the closest I've ever
Does it
been
do
to a
that?
snake. I've never been this close to a snake. I usually run when the snake
Yeah,
comes.
me too. Okay,
But I'm not gonna touch.
Come over here.
Well, I'm gonna put this here. So that
Can't
you
they
guys
sniff
can see
fear?
what's going on. Well, you know, it's not so much sensing the fear and stuff like that. There are some animals that can sense it. They basically everything is with smell and touch. They can, you may touch it. There you go. And the thing is with these snakes is that they feel your heart rate, your vibrations, something. So when you're panicking, your heart rate speeds up. Then it makes them feel nervous. They want to crawl away from you because usually the same thing with fear happens. Your adrenaline starts flowing, your heart's beating. Same thing when you attack something. Okay. When you get angry, you're about ready to make an attack. You know you're going to do something that you shouldn't be doing. Your heart rate speeds up. Your pulse is going. Your adrenaline starts flowing. So they can't tell if you're afraid or if you're going to attack them. So they want to try to get away from you. And when you see other animals like tigers, I work with leopards, I work with all kinds of different animals. And if they sense that or feel that, sometimes they'll make the first move to try to scare you away, make you go away. And a lot of people talk about getting attacked by a wild animal or something like that. 9 times out of 10, it's not an attack, it's a warning. Yeah. And a lot of animals, they treat us as equal to them because that's all they know. So if you see a grizzly bear hit another bear, they don't fall apart, they don't bleed, they don't rip and tear like we do. So in their mind, when they hit us, they're just hitting another one of their species. That's all they know. And then we fall apart though, and that's the problem. So they don't mean to attack us and kill us. They're giving us a warning.
So we need to train the bears to know that we fall apart.
Exactly.
Please.
Don't smack me that hard.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I do when I train animals. I teach them easy, gentle, and enough. And I give them a hand signal when I say it, and it all starts with feeding them. I bring food out to them. I hand feed them. When they're all done, I look at them and go, all done or enough. And that's
so if
it.
you're confronted by a dangerous animal somewhere, if you have a T-bone steak on you, you can get away, or something that you can just throw it and they'll be distracted.
That can work. It could work. The best thing, if you're out in the wild, matter of fact, I'm going to be doing, I think it's January. It's going to be June 9th in Glendora, the city of Glendora. We have a Heritage Day there, and I'm going to have all kinds of animals on there on display, and I'm going to be teaching the public about what to do and not to do when you're hiking and camping in our mountains here in our area of California, because we do have mountain lions, we have black bears, we have coyotes, we have a couple wolves now living up in Northern California, but we don't have wolves down here. But we have animals that could hurt you. Yeah. We have bobcats, we have rattlesnakes, we have tarantulas, we have scorpions.
I have coyotes where I live.
Yeah. Well, we have all kinds of things, and there are a lot of cougars in Beverly Hills.
Yes, there's a whole lot of cougars up in Beverly.
Let me go with this.
In Orange County, too. Yeah, that's right. A lot of cougars in Orange County. But what you need to know about avoiding these animals and danger and stuff, keep in mind, a lot of animals have very sensitive hearing and sensitive smell. So those little canned air horns you use at the football games, if you carry that in your backpack and you see an animal and it's like starting to look at you, hit that. That's going to hurt their ears and they're going to want to go away. Okay. Smell is 10 times stronger than most of ours and stuff like that. So pepper spray, or you can buy what they call bear spray. It shoots farther and it's got a lot more power. They get a whiff of that, they're going to go the other way. So
be running as you're spraying, right?
Well, you don't want to run.
Standing there.
You don't want to run. When you run, they'll make one chase you. It goes to be a game, and they can turn into prey. So don't run. Just stand your ground and always make eye contact. When people say, "Oh, don't make eye contact, you're going to make them mad," I said, "No. When they're looking at you, they're already sizing you up. So if you make contact, then you're looking at them. Then I think, oh, maybe they're sizing me up too. They'll have second thoughts. So until they turn their back and look another way and go away, then you can start backing up.
You're asking for a lot of rational thought.
Well,
in the moment of an animal attacking you.
Well, you have to. You have to be rational in times of distress or emergencies and stuff like that. You have to know what to do and what not to do. And the other thing is people don't think about when you're out in the wild, and if an animal does hurt you, they make a report of it. If they get 3 reports or more on a certain animal, they will come in and find the animal, hunt it down, and kill it. So with you and doing something wrong, you could cost the life of an animal or your life.
Ted Shred, so you got parties you can supply animals for? Where do people get in contact with you?
Well, you get a hold of me at doubledogdairyevents.com. I design parties and events. I also utilize the animals for meet and greets and their stuff. We do everything from decor, live entertainment, dance floors, you name it. I design it. We create it. We own about 90% of it in-house. So we can create and do anything that you'd want, budget depending. And we work with a lot of celebrities. We work a lot of award shows and a lot of big corporations. We do a lot of all the corporate people out there. Picnics, summer picnics. And we need more employee appreciation events to let your employees know that you care about them. call us. We'll help you create some really fun events, like a evening Moroccan party with belly dancers, fire eaters, camels, all kinds of fun, and snakes for snake charmers.
And snakes for snake charmers. Ted Shred, thank you very much. Come back anytime with a different animal. Come back once a month. Bring
You
an
got
animal.
it. You got it. All right. I appreciate it. Wendy,
Wendy,
thank you for your assistance.
Let go of the big snake now, Wendy.